And welcome to ED IT 710 Instructional Tutorials. And today we're going to be looking at NewsELA. So we're going to log into NewsELA. And this website is an educational content website. It has current events on many different things. I'm going to go look at news first and show you where you have current events on. You have an opinion, war and peace, science, kids, money, law, health, arts, and sports. And this year, for at least our social studies folks, there is a section on election 2016 and what is happening with that current race right now. And there's also a section dedicated to those who speak in Spanish. The news articles are from sources like New York Times, Washington Post, and USA Today. In the library, there are different sets of information. There's arts and culture, science and math, religion and philosophy, government and economics, geography, world history, and U.S. history. And so another neat thing too is what they've added this year are primary sources, biographies about certain famous people, famous speeches, and time machine, which are articles or stories from the past. All of these have at least multiple choice questions and or written response questions to them. Again, it's the same with the news content. And just really quickly, the text sets. So we have a Spanish text set. And again, as you saw before, there are stuff for our Spanish-speaking folks. There's a text set for science, literature, social studies, based on state, and election issues text sets. So let's go sign in as a teacher. And so there we are, and so we're in the teacher page. And once you do initially join for subscription options, you'll be automatically enrolled in the pro trial. And so just really quick, I'll talk about this really quickly. The difference between a pro and a free trial is teachers can view individual or student progress. Teachers can put notes and students can see those notes they put in the text, and teachers can see what students put in notes and go from there. So it shows what skills they're using to break down the text. They can reply to each other. They are related to the Common Core standards. With the pro set, there are constructive response writing prompts, and also for our principals, APs, or anyone else involved where classrooms, there is an administrator review. Now, to have a full pro license, you need to ask them for a quote, have an appointment, and then they can work on that for you. But at least when you subscribe, you'll have a 30-day trial in pro. All right, so let's go to classes. Let's go make a class. We're going to assign an article, and we'll do some of the basics here. All right. And once that pops up, I'll just talk about really quickly over here. Profile has your name, the school you're at, the subjects you teach, language, what classroom technology is within your building, and reading standards. Just helpful advice for the NewsELA team as they move forward with content. Account has more detailed info right over here, and it also has your email preferences. And faculty right over here has other faculty that are within your building and that are using NewsELA. So again, it gives you that chance to collaborate with other people within the building about how to use this technology. So that's a very neat feature. So we're going to create a class, and we'll get a student to join too in a minute. So let's go demo, and you have Dropbox for grade. I'll go grade 8. And just really quick before I click add, you can also import using Google Classroom. I know that's a big trend lately. Everybody wants to use Google Classroom. So again, you can import data from Google Classroom to your class in NewsELA. So let's click add a class. And there we go. It's been created. And so the next thing is we need to get a student to join. So I'm just going to go right here and just do copy and paste. All right, so I'm going to sign out as a teacher. Go back to the main page. And as a student, you got to tell them, you got to go to sign up, which is right next to sign in. So let's go sign up. And so students should pick I'm a learner. If you're new, obviously, and you want to make an account, it's I'm an educator. You say, yes, I am. I'm going to enter that class code. Click next. And we're going to make generic name, Fun Spirit. But we'll call it Coastal Carolina. Go CCU 1617. There we go. Then there we are. Let's get started. Okay, and so I'm in. And the neat thing about this is you can click Start Reading. And as a student, you can read any of these articles, and it would count as independent reading. And you can answer questions to them too. So, for example, let me just look at science. All right. And so again, it's giving you the choice on the side here, which lexile level you want to go on. Now, it is important that you instruct students, to read at their lexile level. Let's hope you did accelerated reader or something like that, and then you could tell your student, well, you're kind of around the 660 level. And again, what's going to happen is the word count just dropped a little bit. It was at 902, now it's at 567. So again, that's what they mean by lexile. It makes it a little bit easier for students to understand what is happening within the video, when the article, excuse me. All right, and then at the bottom, you can take the quiz. All right, and again, you have each question. It's on the side, and then you can scroll it up and down up there. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to log out as a student, and so I want to assign a rating for my student to do. All right. So I'm going to sign in. All right, so I'm back in as myself. And lo and behold, I notice in my binder, Coastal Carolina joined demo. Thanks, binder. All right. So I'm going to go back to the main page, and I'm going to assign an article about what's been going on with Mr. Colin Kaepernick. So I'm going to go down. And so there's two ways to do it. I'll show you both. All right, there's a quick assign, which you click on the button right there, and it'll show you which class you can assign it to. All right, if you have multiple classes, then obviously you may want to change it up to the student's needs. Well, let's go do it just a traditional way. All right, we're going to go sports. All right. And so you have the green button up here. You could add it to a text set. You could hide this from your class. If you don't want your class to read this article, you can hide it, which is kind of a nice feature if you're saving something for later. If you're going to have a text set for later for the students to read that you create, again, that might be a useful feature to hide it for later. So let's go to assign, and we're going to select a class. We're going to go to demo. And you can add instructions. I'm just going to type something simple. Pay attention. Assign. Okay. All right. So it's already been assigned to my student. So I'm going to log out. Okay. And I'm going to sign in. CCU 1617. All right. And so it pops up as an assignment. So it says my name up here, what class it is, and my instructions. And so again, the student can read the article. And again, you need to tell the student which Lex style is going to fit them best to answer the question. So really quick, I'll do a 600 level. All right, I'll answer these really quickly. Right, because I just read the article a little bit. Next, usually 4 to 5 questions. Students, submit. And so yeah, for all 4. And the best thing is, again, the quiz side, it does review it on the side. All right. Okay, so that's a pretty cool feature here. And we'll go back to the main page, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Okay. So again, with teaching possibilities, I think the best thing with NewsELA is its ability to inject current events to what we're doing with our students. Obviously, without current events and giving some relevance to what we're teaching, sometimes our students don't get it. So, I mean, it's important to show through current events, like, again, something really big, like this article right here about Mars. Again, it gets the conversation going. Again, you can see it could be a learning student tool, especially for our one-to-one device implementation. Again, teachers can make paper copies too and assess students that way if they want to. Obviously, we're trying to save trees, so I think it's better to go online. And again, what I like about it, it's daily informational text practice. It's something where students are typically weak in. They do not practice a lot of reading stuff. Like when I was a kid, I would always read a newspaper or something. These kids today, they're probably just watching stuff on the news at our best. So again, it's very important to get them reading and to get them understanding what is happening, not just throughout the United States, but throughout the country. Yeah. All right. And so this concludes my 3rd instructional technology tutorial, and I will see you later.